We take high school sports pretty seriously here in Florida. We are almost an incubator for the NFL, Major League Baseball, and top college programs across the country. But high school athletes are just kids. They are amateurs, at least until now. In its infinite wisdom, our state legislature has created what some fear is a free agent system for high school athletes. ABC 7's Adam Cellini reports.
Christian Kalish just signed a letter of intent to play football at the Air Force Academy. For him, this piece of paper is the culmination of 4 years in the classroom and locker room at Palmetto High School.
I've always been the type of guy to make a commitment to, once I make a commitment to something, that's my commitment.
But loyalty like that is fading among the high caliber student athletes.
It's been a gradual process and transition, and it's only going to intensify as the new rule goes into effect.
That new rule is part of a massive education bill that goes into effect next school year. And some fear the result will be a system where high school athletes are like free agents, the best programs getting the best players year after year. Students who transfer schools will soon be immediately eligible in athletics. Students can transfer from out of the district during the controlled open enrollment period, and mid-season transfers can apply for eligibility under the previous requirements for regular open enrollment.
You're always going to have those loyal, committed kids, but then again, you're going to have kids that are, have adopted that free agent mentality and, whatever's going to help me best right now, and it's more of a short-term view or vision.
Both Manatee and Sarasota counties already have open enrollment policies that allow lenient transferring within the district. The athletic director in Sarasota County says the new laws shouldn't be a problem.
The reference to immediate eligibility doesn't just mean that somebody can walk in and take a seat. There still has to be the process of meeting additional eligibility criteria in terms of GPA and academic performance.
Students can only transfer to schools that have room, and students who live in the district will have priority over those who live outside of our counties.
If you live within Sarasota County, you would then be given, through this lottery system, a preference.
Still, the concerns remain. Will players in all sports flock to the schools boasting top-notch facilities and state championships like Manatee High School? Head football coach John Booth says no more than normal.
Out-of-county students, I've been told, are going to be ones that are kind of on the bottom end of the priority. We have our normal school choice ebb and flow that naturally kind of already exists.
That ebb and flow isn't a problem for programs like Manatee, but down the road, John Bazoons can feel the pressure growing to find and keep top players.
We have 3 in the program right now that have openly said that they, want to transfer to a different school within Manatee County.
Bazoons didn't win a game in his first full season at Bayshore High School, and it's getting harder to convince young players to see the long-term goals.
You could have a kid as a freshman that plays really well, and then he might not be there next year because he just decides he wants something different. He might come back, he might not. It's the game of leapfrog, and it's kind of crazy as a head coach.
The law didn't just open up eligibility, though. It also gives the FHSAA more power to punish schools and coaches who recruit. Fines and bans will be more severe, and agents won't need as much evidence to drop the hammer. But in that, Coach Marino finds another challenge.
There's still going to be the situation where a parent may be misled as to what the program really has to offer because coaches can't really tell you too much because then it's deemed as recruiting. And so, parents are going to have to really do their due diligence and do their homework.
Now, while private schools won't be monitored by school district athletic directors, they will be held to the same recruiting restrictions as public schools if they are members of the FHSAA.